Hey guys, it's Mrs. Rush, and today we're going to go over notes on the distributive property. So this week you will be working on how to use the distributive property, and these notes are going to help you out. Okay, great, let's get started. The first thing I'd like to explain is what the word distribute means. Distribute means to give out. So oftentimes I think about like when we were in class and I was going to distribute the do now to you guys or the assignment. I would give out the piece of paper to each of you in the class. Or remember on Happy Friday, sometimes when I would give out candy, I would distribute the candy. I would give it out to every student in class. Okay, the next thing is terms. Terms are parts of an expression separated by plus sign addition oops, or a minus sign subtraction. So to find the terms, they're going to be separated by a plus or a minus. And every expression has terms. All right, great. So let's do the next part. Here we're going to identify how many terms are in each expression. So the first expression is 15 minus 3 plus 6. Okay, so this is kind of how you could do it. I look for a plus or minus. So here's a minus. I'm going to highlight it yellow. Here's a plus. I'll highlight that yellow too. And then that separates the terms. So there's actually going to be 3 terms. Here's the first term, 15. Here's the second term, 3. And here's the third term, 6. So there would be 3 terms in that expression, 15, 3, and 6. Let's try the next one. This one's a little longer, and it does have some of those variables, which are the letters in it. So again, let me highlight my plus and minuses first, because those separate the terms. So I'll do that right now. Highlight any plus and minuses that I see. Now it's easier for me to spot my terms. So there are 4 terms, 4y, 2a, 7, and 10. So there are 4 terms for that expression. All right, great. Next, we're going to talk about the distributive property steps, and then we'll do some examples together on the back. Step number 1 for the distributive property, we need to multiply the term outside the parentheses by each term inside the parentheses. So we're going to multiply the term that's outside the parentheses by every term inside the parentheses. Step number 2, bring each operation, bring each operation straight down. So if it's a plus or a minus, you're going to bring that right down. And then step 3 is simplify if we can. Okay, great. All right, guys. So now all we're going to do is a few examples together on the back. Okay, so we're going to use the distributive property to simplify these expressions. And I think for our first one, it says 3 outside the parentheses, and then inside the parentheses, it says 2m plus 5. So what we do first is, and I'm going to draw this with my little pen down here. I'm going to pick a color, kind of like purple. So what you do is we're taking this 3 and we're going to multiply it by everything inside. And actually, if you can see over here, I only have 20 seconds left. So I'm going to show you these examples on part 2 of my distributive property notes video. Thanks, guys. I'll see you again real soon.